already metaphors in themselves through their name. A lot of yoga positions are named after animals, and the idea is that you're supposed to try and emulate the qualities of that animal while you practice the position so that you have a better understanding of what you're trying to do while you're there. So let's take a look today at Bhujangasana, which is otherwise known as Cobra or a snake. On the ground without a hammock, the position looks like this, where the legs are together, so you're emulating having a single tail. And even though snakes don't have hands and arms, right, you do use your arms to press the chest away from the floor because snakes are very flexible in their spine, and that's what we're emulating here. So one of the ways I use the hammock to practice Cobra pose and get that same sort of flexibility for the spine is simply through grabbing onto the hammock and enhancing what we do when we're on the floor. Coming over the tops of the knees and setting the hips down, I can use the strength of the arms. Instead of pushing away from the ground, I'm pulling down. And that extra pulling on the hammock sometimes helps me go a little further while I'm maintaining the quality of some spaciousness between the vertebrae so that it feels more comfortable on my back. The thing is, for many students, it's a little challenging to get into the position that way. They're not used to rolling over kneecaps. You know, they're a little bony, obviously. And also, coming into it from there sometimes is, for certain students, not so comfortable on their lower back. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just thinking of the shape of a snake and how a snake can look, I'm also going to think about how does a snake move to help me get into and out of this position. So a snake, instead of moving up and down like this with their spine, frequently to move through space, they're moving with lateral bends, something a little more like this. And so I can think about getting into my position in a similar way, with a lateral bend. I've got my hands wrapped, and instead of coming up and over the tops of the knees, I'm actually going to turn to face my side towards what would be the top of my mat so that I can sit on one hip, and I'm already curving the spine laterally. Then from there, it's not so difficult to just simply roll onto my belly side, and here I am in my Cobra. While I'm here, I can also just do a little bit of rolling in that same way to get lateral stretch on the other side too if I want. And going back and forth helps me warm up my back and get a little bit more flexible. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that metaphor.